India is celebrating its 79th Independence Day, a day of pride, of memories, and of sacrifices. We have all heard about the brave men and women who fought for our freedom. But here is something you might not think about as often. Music was a powerful weapon in that struggle. Yes, songs and poetry stirred hearts, ignited courage, and united millions. Take Vande Mataram, the national song of India. Penned in the 1880s by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, it wasn't just a song. It was a call to rise, to remember the beauty and strength of the motherland. Written in a mix of Sanskrit and Bengali, it first appeared in his novel Anandamot, set against the backdrop of the Sannyasi rebellion. At the time, the British were trying to push God Save Our Queen as the anthem of British India. Naturally, that did not sit well with Indians. Vande Mataram offered something different: pride, defiance, and unity. In 1896, Vande Mataram reached new heights when none other than Rabindranath Tagore recited it at the Indian National Congress session in Calcutta. From then on, it became an anthem of resistance, sung at rallies, whispered in prisons, and carried in the hearts of freedom fighters. Just listen to its words. Vande Mataram, Shujalam Shufalam, Malayaja Sheetalam, Shashya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. A salute to the motherland, lush with rivers, fields, and the cool breeze of the Malaya hills. It wasn't just poetry, it was an emotional bond, a reminder of why the fight was worth it. So when Jawaharlal Nehru stood to give his famous Tryst with Destiny speech in August 1947, guess what came first? Yes, Vande Mataram. Because it wasn't just a song from a novel, it was the heartbeat of a movement. This Independence Day, when you hear Vande Mataram, remember, it's more than a tune. It's a piece of history, a rallying cry, and a love letter to India, written long before freedom arrived, but destined to be sung forever. Vishwarik Shaha, Bureau Report, India Today Global.